thing, and I don't know,
We
we're
got a
probably
good
close
one
to the
with
same
this
age,
one.
so maybe you can't call me
How old are
mom.
you?
I'm 32.
I am 44.
Oh, really? Oh, you look young.
Thank you. That's
All
what water and keeping stress out of your life will do.
Really? Liberal positions are real stressful.
By the way, I wouldn't know. I'm not a liberal. Carry on.
Well, it's the liberal position, because conservatives believe in hard work. We believe in going to work and working for what you got,
Yep.
not asking for handouts
Right.
from people who never had slaves. Some of the people that you're asking for money from
Fair point.
never had slaves. And let's talk about the fact there were also black people that had slaves. So if you want to talk about that, how is that fair? If I'm a white person and my family fall on the side of the Union, why should I have to pay for slaves when this whole country was never all racist? Some of the founding fathers were abolitionists, and they hated slavery, and they actually put things in the Declaration of Independence and things too, because they believed that there would be a future where there would be a black president one day, or that there would be people in leadership that were black. There was people in the North who helped with the Underground Railroad and fought with the Union. So why is that fair for people who never had slaves, who fought against slavery, to have to pay for people that had slaves?
Before Amanda Seales started to cook, I'm going to say this. I like what the young brother was saying. Okay, we're around the same age. However, I know what Amanda Seales is about to say, and I'm just going to say it. So, yes, it is true that black people own slaves as well, but you cannot equate that to white people that own slaves. That is a whole different ball game when you compare the two. And I'm going to keep going. I just want to add that in because I don't think he's taking that into perspective.
One, from my understanding, you are more interested in preserving the fairness of those who didn't have slaves than the fairness of those who are the descendants of slaves. That is priority to you than finding a fair way to accommodate those who have been the descendant of slaves.
Well, our ancestors wasn't asking for handouts. They were asking for equal opportunity, and we have equal opportunity in this country. We had a black president, just in case you didn't know. We had a black president, and we had a black vice president. I think she was black. They said she was black. I don't know. So we had a black president, and you know who voted for that black man? White people, because you can't win a popular election in this country without white people. So Barack Obama is the product of white people.
Hey.
So let's get off this thing where, oh, America is so racist. What's making America so racist is people that continue to talk about racism and continue to focus on racism instead of focusing on unity and bringing our country forward. People that have these liberal mindset are infecting our communities, black people, and making us victims and not victors. I refuse to embrace a victim mentality, because that's not what our grandparents and Harriet Tubman and those people fought for. They fought for equal opportunity.
Do not bring up Harriet Tubman's name in vain, baby, please.
They said the Lord's name in vain. The Lord's name.
Harriet Tubman was literally,
Come on.
saving her family and others from slavery.
You know who helped her? White people.
You know who helped her?
They were on the Underground Railroad.
No,
Come on in.
no. You know who helped her?
Come on in.
No, you know who helped her?
God.
I like how Jubilee is, like, as he's quoting things, as Amanda Seales is quoting things, they are coming in and giving those fact checks. You know, Harriet Tubman directly rescued more than 60 people and provided assistance to dozens of others during her journey. And that's well documented. So I don't know where, but I get it. It's the younger generation versus the older generation. That's that's a decade of difference. That's a lot of knowledge that could be lost and misconstrued. Again, I'm not going to keep pausing. Let's get back to the video.
People who benefit from white supremacy. One of the things
It's a lie. White supremacy is a lie.
No, sir,
It's
that's
a
simply
lie.
not
There's
true.
no such.
If that were not the case, then we wouldn't see the continued effort of colonialism and white people placing themselves in positions of power when they do not have the power.
Because their culture, black culture, is toxic. The black culture is toxic. We have produced a culture that is
fix my
toxic.
shirt on that
And
one.
let's get on the fact that there's no fathers
So
in
white
the black
culture-
house.
Like the shirt, by the way.
Let's talk
Stop.
about that.
Stop.
Let's talk about that.
Stop.
Let's talk about that.
None of this is gonna work if y'all are just gonna sit here and make up shit.
We having
it's
a
not
debate.
gonna work. No, a debate has to be in facts.
You're
You are
putting off
literally
emotional
not,
liberalism
I am
right
not
now.
putting off emotional liberalism. You're putting off unfounded lies
That's what y'all
based
do. Y'all
in
start saying
conservatism.
misinformation. Remember they
It
did the
is
misinformation thing all summer where everything
Look at this
conservatives
man.
did. They said
You're carrying
misinformation.
a chain around your neck of an apartheid nation that actively wants to harm black people and
What about the
non-Jewish
apartheid?
people.
What
But
about
let
when-
me bring it
what
back.
about when
Let
black
me bring
people
it
were
back.
selling black people
Let me
in
bring
Africa
it. That was not happening
and
in
put
the
them
context that
cages,
you're saying.
And they were selling
Let's
their own
bring it
people.
back.
Black people still sell
Okay.
their own people today too. By
I don't
the
know
way,
if I'm gonna last.
We're selling our own
I
people
can't.
today
I don't know.
too.
Okay. Now they get to a point where they're just kind of going back and forth in in their arguments. And he has a point. He has a point where he's talking about what's going on with my mic. But he has a point where he was talking about the black culture is toxic. But it's not all black culture. There's a certain percentage of black culture that is toxic, that creates and produces nothing. Literally. I believe that hip hop, I believe in just the whole street culture, kind of really put a big gap in our ability to come together collectively and start to produce things that we can pass on to the generations. We've always been music, but I think hip hop really came in and changed it for the worse. There's no other way to like. So at the end of the day, they're both right. Amanda Seals is 100% right, but he's right at the same time. I just think that he is too focused in truly seeing the bigger picture because he wants his part to be right so bad. He's not really willing to see the other portion of what it is she's talking about. And again, like Amanda said, you can't really have a real debate with somebody if they're not going to root in factual information, because it just gives a disservice to the other side when you're giving facts and this other person is just spewing just rhetoric that they made up out of their head, and it's just not factual. I encourage you guys to watch this entire thing. If you see my video, this was a brilliant brilliant debate. Amanda Seals, they picked the perfect one for this. Because she's unapologetic. She's going to voice her opinion, and she's gonna come with them facts. And again, I like how Jubilee, as she said something and as he said something, and other guests on this show that come to have a debate with Amanda Seals, they fact check things when they are right or not. I like that. Again, it's You Can Sing Too. And I want to thank you guys so much for watching. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell to be notified when new videos drop. Again, appreciate you for watching.